Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Dan, and this is your Daily Prep, guys. Today's Best of Web Monday. As you can see, I got you on the screen share here. Today's Best of Web Monday resource is Boneyard Studios. Their website's boneyardstudios.com. And quite simply, what it says up top here is Boneyard Studios is a tiny house community. Today, I wanted to share this with you guys because I feel like as preppers, guys, there's a lot that we can learn from the tiny house movement. Tiny houses, if you're not familiar, are just that. They're small little, like 100 square foot to maybe 300 square foot structures. Most often built on wheels so that they're mobile, and they really are. They offer a compelling alternative to how we live all the time, i.e., in a huge, enormous place. So I think there's just one quick philosophical note. I think there's a couple different kinds of people that are interested in tiny houses. I think the first group maybe is people that just think that there's something that's morally superior about having less. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. The second group I think is focused on sustainability, and that is like sustainability of the earth and or your own personal sustainability, like financial ability to like pay for your utilities and cut costs with the house. And then I think the third group is people that are interested in mobility, being able to hook up their house to a truck and move, every 2 weeks or every 6 months or how often they want. And I think that's a pretty cool thing too. So what you'll find on Boneyard Studios real quick, guys, is it is a community of 3 different houses. It's this one little lot that's in Washington, D.C. There's 3 different houses, the Minimum House, the Para House, and the Matchbox House. They also have a pretty cool studio. They have some gardens that they grow a lot of food on and stuff right there on the lot. And it's pretty cool. It's just this leftover lot and this urban sprawl that they've made something pretty beautiful and made something that makes people think. So you'll see they have an FAQ on here, tiny house movement, why build small, why build on wheels, how do the systems work, water, electric, septic, with costs, 5 to 50 grand in materials, blah, 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 lots of cool stuff on there, lots of good info. And then there's a page for each one of these. This is the Matchbox House. You can read more about the details of construction there. There's actually some videos and things that you can check out. This is the Para House. This is owned by a gal named Lee. She kind of goes through her story, and there's links and stuff that you can connect with her on for some more information. The Minimum House, like you can see right here, is actually apparently no longer associated with Boneyard Studios, although the house is still there, I understand. The guy just has his own website. So here's that studio I mentioned, Studio Shed. They just built this a little bit more recently, kind of as a gathering place and a shared space that they can use. There's a tab on their site for events. So if you guys are local to Washington, D.C. and you guys feel like going out and checking out, concerts, they have workshops, open houses, all kinds of cool stuff that you can see there. And then what I thought was pretty neat is they actually go into depth here on some of their systems. So this is the micro house water and sanitation system. They explain sort of what they do to set it up. So 40-gallon RV freshwater tank, gray water tank, blah, 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 pump, accumulator tank. Here's how we did it, a little schematic. Pretty neat. This is some useful information for you whether you decide to build this exact kind of house or not. I think it gives you a compelling look at a different way of doing things and a more low-cost way of doing things. So off-grid water collection. So they talk about how they have their rain catchment, transport, they do some of the math, talk about collection cisterns, pumping, filtration, good stuff. The last one that they have on here that was pretty cool, I thought, was their cooling system. So they talk about their AC, they're in Washington, D.C., very humid, very warm in the summers. So they've done some serious study on cooling, and they go through some of your options and all that good stuff. And then I guess I said the last one, but this other thing this other write-up here they have is insulation options. So they get into like R values and some of the myths you can see right there that are false about tiny home insulation. They go through like their recommendations, all this good stuff. So really cool site, guys. A lot of good information for you. I'm not going to blab too much more. Again, the site's called boneyardstudios.com. It's a community that's doing a lot of compelling things. And I think for preppers, it bodes well for us to perk up and listen and see what it is that these guys are doing, and if maybe some of what they're doing makes sense for our situation. There's some other guys, you guys have heard me mention Lamar before at Solar Cabin. He's got an awesome YouTube channel, and he's actually doing this even more low cost and even less like sexy and swanky, but just more like no frills, legit, and having a lot of fun and really I think, affecting a lot of change and helping people at a very low price point be able to take their destiny kind of into their own hands, get a house. So there's other people doing this kind of stuff, and I'll talk more about them. I already have, and I will in the future. But this is just one pretty cool site that I think it's nice for us to be able to see that other people are doing this kind of stuff, and that it's becoming more and more accepted to live differently. You don't have to live like the rest of suburban America that's just not asking questions and beating down the same, I don't know what I'm trying to say right now, but you can live differently if you want. All right, guys, I'm done. Get on over to boneyardstudios.com, check them out, let them know that I sent you on over, and let me know what you guys think. All right, thanks so much for tuning in. I'm Dan, and this is your Daily Prep.